Hey there, this is Shane Cadman, and I am reporting from my studio workspace general storage area. And I am here to make a video for Sound In for our weekly event. I'm doing this one a little bit different this time, and it's going to actually be done in tandem because the theme presented and hosted by Kävin Allenson is basically processes. So what he was asking us to do or challenging us to do is let people know, hey, how did you go about making what it is that you're making? So I figured that I would do this on video. We'll see how it goes. I have no idea how this is going to work, but that's normally how my improvs work. So a little bit of history with the improvs. For me, the improvs are all about instinct, not overthinking. I learned a lesson years ago not to make things too precious. And so that's the goal with these. I don't overthink them. I don't plan them out ahead of time. I do also write a lot of music that's pencil to paper, and that's a very different process. I don't value one higher than the other. They're just different ways of getting at things. In fact, sometimes this is a great way to get at something and then develop it. So when I make these, I don't know what instrument I'm going to use, what the thought is, what the plan is until I sit down and get to work. So you can see that I've got some instruments behind me, ukulele, mandolin, piano, percussion instruments on the piano. There's guitars, there's bass, there's sax, there's keyboard, there's all sorts of good stuff. So I'm sort of been in a keyboard mood lately, partially because I've been super busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that again for this one. So basically I already booted up the computer, got the software up and running, and now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of figure out what this is going to be. I literally don't know. So I realized I just didn't turn the amps on, so if I did this right now you wouldn't hear anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you'll see the process. I'm going to try to find a sound that I find inspiring. Usually these are just one parts. Sometimes I'll make a little bit more of it if I'm going with keyboard. Then I will find a sound that is of interest to me, and we'll go from there. So here goes. Hope this isn't too boring. So I'm going to start by dragging an instrument over, and I've been having a lot of fun with the Arturia Analog Lab, which has all sorts of interesting sounds, synths and keyboards and the likes, and typically I will work my way through, find something that is inspiring. I don't know if you can see much in there. I don't have a really fancy video set up, so you're gonna have to just kind of see what you can see from now. But let's see if I can get anything happening here. Right now, oh yeah, that would help. Hold on one second. I gotta do these in the right order, and I didn't, but I don't want to restart this. So it would help if I turned on the mixing board. Had to turn the amp off first. Don't want to damage the speakers. Mixing board is on. Amp is now on. Let's see. See what we got. All right, so we have a sound. That sound is not particularly inspiring to me, and this is the Analog Lab Lite. I would love to buy the whole thing because it is really amazing, but it's not cheap, and so you know, that's cool. That's all right. You sort of work with what you have. Most of my instruments are fairly affordable, and I don't know. So I'm just kind of scrolling. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Interesting. Isn't really. Kind of intriguing. May come back to that one. I tend to like things. Ooh, definitely not that. I tend to like things that are, I don't know, softer and floaty and all of those things. So that's kind of interesting. No, not feeling that one. Some of these titles are interesting, but they don't really say much about what they actually are. That's kind of cool. I don't know if you're hearing that much at all. I'll turn it up a little bit here. And I may, I usually will kind of mess with the effects. All right, let's try to bring that up a little more. So basically I'm just kind of bringing the delay in. Tweaking the settings a little bit. Alright. I like it. I'm going to work with that. Again, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. So, here we go. Just hit record and... okay, here we go. there it is. Gonna live with that. It was kind of cool sounding and fun to see how it went. So when I get all done, basically I'm just gonna sort of process it, export it, set it up level-wise, normalize it. I do it in here, I drop it into Audacity just to get it how I want it to create the MP3, and then I post it live, post it up on my site, and I post it also in the Sound In event. So that's the plan from here. There's how I made this one. Take it easy. Have a good one.